what's a cosplay character that you haven't done that you'd like to?
God, what have I not done that I'd like to do? Oh my. I'd really like to do Harlequin, but I would like to do it all in latex. The problem is I'm very allergic to latex, but I still have costumes made out of it. I could only wear them though for like 2 hours. And plus a Harlequin, you'd only have the face and eyes open, and I'd imagine after 2 hours you'd be close to passing out. So if I ever do Harlequin, it will be latex.
And are you rocking this for the whole weekend, or are you changing it up?
No, tomorrow I'll be Christy Montiero from the fighting game Tekken. Saturday I will be Mia Sara's character Lily from the movie Legend, where she's Darkness's bride. Ooh, I was working on that for 8 hours. Look, I gave myself the stigmata. That would be amazing to have a Darkness. And then Sunday I'm coming as Pinky from Pink Floyd's The Wall with no eyebrows. Yeah.
I hear you're a pretty big Game of Thrones fan.
Okay, last year, I never do this. I never use who I am to get into anything. I hate it. It makes me sick. But when I saw Khal Drogo walk by, I went up to that door and I'm like, "Hi, I'm celebrity Adrianne Curry, and I was promised that there was a space for celebrities." And they're like, "Oh yeah," and they sent me down. My friends were like, "Holy shit, we're at Game of Thrones!" We were so excited. And then he spoke Dothraki to us, and I was like, "You know what? We've been here for 5 minutes. We saw the opening thing. He spoke. I'm like, we should leave now and let other people come in who have been waiting for 3 days." When I just kind of like snuck right in there like a ninja. It was awesome.
If you could be queen of Westeros, who would you choose as your king?
Ooh, that's hard. You know what? All the men proved to kind of suck, but I would resurrect Eddard Stark because he's the only one with any honor or dignity. Though I do love Tyrion, I have a feeling he would conspire against me at some point and choke me with the hand's golden clasp. I don't want to be choked.
I follow you on Twitter, and I've seen you cry and like just geek out like crazy over getting a Star Wars Edition Xbox. So what makes you do that this weekend? What makes you like go crazy and just geek out?
I sat on a panel with Stan Lee and Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill's leg touched mine. I think I'm okay. Game of Thrones panel tomorrow, 5 p.m. That's what I gotta be there. And I'm gonna do the same shit this year that I did last year because I'm not standing in line. I'll be like, "I was told that there would be a seat reserved for me. Maybe it'll work. Don't air this before then." I'm gonna fucking cry if I don't get in though. Oh, Peter Dinklage, how about it? He owns the world. The only thing I was sad about is that they didn't put mismatched contacts in him like his character in the book. I was like, where's his one black weird eye? I think for Daenerys, all the Targaryens, they wanted them to wear violet contacts, but it was hurting their eyes. I think it hurt all their eyes, and they're like, no. But it's HBO. Can't you, like, post-production that shit in? I think they're so focused on making the boobs look as good as possible. If Tyrion's looking for a horror for casting, I will be that. But I think they like more womanly, very natural, not very physically fit. And I don't know if I'm ready to like sit around, drink beer, and eat French fries for 2 weeks. But I would for Game of Thrones, and I would fly myself out there on my dime. I used to say that about HBO's Rome too. Like, do you need a hooker and like a hookah bar? Cause yeah, I don't even need to talk. Well, I even wrote the Peter from The Hobbit. I was like, oh my God, if you just like made me an elf and shoved me far in the back, I will pay to come, you know.
You look like you could be an elf, though. You're very tall and...
Oh, you're so sweet.
You do.
You're awesome. Thank you.
What do you think of Jason Momoa's cameo this season in Game of Thrones?
I was really happy to see him. I notice everything, and I'm like, up. Someone's been skipping out on the gym since he got killed off last year. Just a little, like there's a little softness. I'm like, Conan the Barbarian put his feet up for a second, but that was very hot. I just wish they would have executed that whole part a little better, because in the book, you're like clawing at your face, so excited. Where was the undying? They weren't even there. She's in the House of the Undying, and there's no Undying. It's okay, but I'm still happy.
But you gotta admit, the dragons